Yo guys, what's up? It's WarSpirit. Today I want to talk about some new stuff coming soon to Overwatch. First up, it's ranked play, which is actually coming very soon. I'm expecting it this week, and late on Tuesday nights is the normal Overwatch patch time. I've been checking it out on the PTR, Overwatch's public test server, where you can get to try out new upcoming patches before they release, and I've really enjoyed having ranked play back in the game since last time I played it was closed beta, and since then grinding quick play pubs hasn't really been the way I get the most fun out of Overwatch. Straight away, the main differences between ranked play and quick play is that the queue times were super fast. You also never get put into a match that's already in progress. People genuinely try to win and will, for the most part, pick decent hero compositions, and people were actually talking on mics, but I think that was also due in part to the PTR being on NA servers. EU people will never really talk that much still, I think. It's kind of weird how some of these come about simply because a mode is classed as being a bit more tryhard than others, but I don't doubt that I will still see a regular batch of ranked trolls playing Torbjorns on attack and ice walling their teammates with me. But the important goal is to rank past these guys as quickly as possible and to not get stuck in an elo hell. I think we do need to be calling it ranked play instead of competitive play though, so that there still is that distinction between the scrimming and tournament play. Then that's truly competitive. Ranked play is just ranked. But I'm going to come back to talking about the new features of ranked play in a little bit, because there's some other stuff here as well that Jeff Kaplan mentioned in a forum post on the battle.net feedback forums. And one really big feature that stood out to me that I really hope will see a place in Overwatch's future, and it's something that Blizzard has been looking into, how they could add a server browser type feature to the game so that people could host their own custom matches with their own game rules and have anyone be able to join them. Which sounds really awesome, because I've always wanted a server browser in Overwatch. I miss server browsers in first-person shooter games. I always think that's the best way. I hate matchmaking, I hate waiting in a queue, and I hate getting thrown into matches that I don't actually want to play. I want to pick and choose what games I want to play. In a dream world, Jeff says that they want players to be able to join these custom lobbies and earn XP while playing them as well. That's the main reason I'm still so low leveled in Overwatch, is that I'm not getting XP from all these private custom games that I've been playing for scrims and things. So stuff we could expect to see from this is the ability to title custom games for display in the server browser. For example, title it microphone only, and hopefully only players who had a mic and wanted to actually talk would join that server. And then you could have things like 24/7 Kings Row only servers, or just a rotation of payload maps, no more being forced into like 2-point capture maps that you don't actually want to play. You could also host your own crazy rule servers, Call of Duty style, with Soldier 76, Widowmaker and McCree only playable in those lobbies. So it's like an extra little take on the weekly brawl feature. Some of these brawls should be standard things that we should have access to all the time, like the one brawl where you have a random hero every time you respawn. Like that could be a server that you could just play on in the custom server browser all the time. But Blizzard was very clear to mention that we shouldn't hate them if features like this that they reveal are in discussion never actually get added to the game. I did want to highlight it in this video just so they know that it's definitely something people do want for the game, especially me. I would love to have that server browser be there. Some more things mentioned briefly in the same forum post was that there'd be new hero skins coming this summer, which means start saving your coins now so you can be the first one to buy them. I've been saving up since launch, although I haven't managed to save so much so far, with the expectation that these new skins are going to be so much better than the originals, because Blizzard has had more time to work on them and they've had tons of feedback from the previous skins. I do think in like a year or two from now there's going to be a good chance the marketplace will be flooded with different types of skins, so I can totally see Blizzard just removing particular skins from loot boxes, making them unable to be purchased as well, just to bring down the menu sizes a little bit. So if you still have those early skins, you're going to have these legacy skins that no one else can get access to. The long haul of Overwatch skin collecting, guys. Also mentioned was that new maps would be coming at some point later this year. That does make maps sound quite a bit far off, but Jeff says One is officially in production and past the concept and prototyping stage, just needing the art team to actually make it look pretty. So that makes me pretty excited. They actually have a map in-house that is playable gameplay wise. I'd love them just to tease and reveal some of the background design process, especially for skins and new heroes too, even for stuff that might not make it into the game. I just want to see what crazy concept ideas they have and just be there to be able to reassure them that they all look freaking awesome and just say, yeah, do that one, do that one, do that one. I just want to see what ideas they have, man. How much does it cost to get a tour of Blizzard headquarters without any limits on their PC screens? As for heroes anyway, they do have some that are close to ready. I believe they had 2 playable at Blizzard headquarters since open beta, so that's been plenty of time now for final tweaks and playtesting. I have my own ideas for hero concepts. I love thinking of ability ideas that would fit well in Overwatch's gameplay, so it's something I might look into sharing with you guys in a future video. I can't draw for shit though, so it's all in my head, and in my head the characters look awesome, but I can only try to describe them and write down my ideas in a little pretty infographic style sort of thing. Back to competitive and ranked play now. I'm actually fairly certain Jeff Kaplan watched my original ranked play is bad video, because in the recent vlog where he talked about competitive play, he almost quoted me word for word in certain parts regarding changes to the ranked mode. So the new system is going to be MMR based, with each player getting a skill rating now. From playing the PTR, I can tell you I'm still not 100% satisfied with the scoring, because the amount of ranked progression points that you earn from winning or losing is still hidden, but is represented by a moving red or green bar depending on win or lose. And every player will have a rank between 1 and 100. 100 means you're at the highest skill tier possible. In each ranked match, the 2 teams will have their average team rating displayed on the loading screen, so you can get an idea of your chances of winning, as well as how much rank progression you could expect for a win. But as I said, at the end of the match you don't actually get to see a number for your score. For all you know, they could be using the same system as last time and just awarding 20 points for a win and deducting 20 points for a lose. Unless the match was rather unbalanced, I found that the progression bar was quite a bit smaller and I'd be earning something like 5 points for a win. So having an actual number displayed at the end here would allow players to compare their performance and see how many points they earned for a match to compare it to a previous game they played, because apparently that's another thing that's taken into consideration for your skill rating, and that's individual performance. There are issues with having individual performance being impactful on your rating though. Heroes that can actually hit the high scores will end up being more appealing for ranked play. For example, Soldier 76 and Roadhog, both of whom can easily come out top on damage and be able to hit the healing scores as well. Then you've got crowd control based heroes like Mei, who'll find very rarely they get gold medals because all she does is run around freezing people and blocking them off. There was a complaint from one person that highlighted this issue where running a double Lucio team comp with his friend, where one Lucio was speed boosting while the other one was healing, resulted in the healer Lucio earning a ton more skill rating, because speed boosting isn't a stat that's recognized by Blizzard algorithms. So I'm hoping in the end this won't pose too much of a problem, since either way winning is the best way to quickly earn points, and you should pick heroes around their ability to win and not their ability to earn a high score. Going into ranked play for the first time, you'll be greeted with 10 placement matches. You won't get an official skill rating until you complete these 10 placement matches, so you'll want to perform your absolute best here to maximize your potential rating and minimize the grind coming later on. Placement matches were one of the key features I requested in my ranked plays bad video, so it's great to see them in the game. Once you get your rating though, that's you set, and from there on winning or losing will start affecting it. I found in the PTR that it was taking about 2 to 3 balanced match wins in a row to gain 1 point of the skill rating when at around the 60 point mark. I imagine it'll take many more if you manage to hit the 80s and 90s. You might also be wondering about the Challenger, Master and Heroic ranking scheme. Well, that stuff's all gone now. All that matters is your 1 to 100 rating. But if you think about it, I guess 90 plus is Heroic, 70 plus is Master, and 40 would be something like Expert. The big problem here is that there are still no leaderboards for ranked play I really want an easy way I can compare my skill rating with other players. My friends list especially, since it's supposed to be competitive, I need to see the people I'm actually competing with for my ranking. Previously, the heroic system had the idea that the top players would receive a world ranking, but now in the new system, multiple people can actually have the same high rank, so there's no real distinction between the top unless, say, only one player ever managed to hit the 95 point mark. Still, there's no way for anyone to actually see who is that crazily high in the rankings unless they meet them in a random competitive match. Leaderboards, Blizzard. Leaderboards are important to me and a lot of other people. I don't have room to talk about it in this video now, but a lot of the game modes in Overwatch have been reworked for ranked play too, so that there is a more clear winner defined, and it's something I can look at in a future video once I actually get some gameplay recorded of it when the patch comes out. Final thing for today though is that there are going to be ranked season rewards, each season lasting about 3 months, and you'll earn a profile icon and an in-game spray for participating, and for winning a ton of games you'll also be able to spend a new currency on golden guns for each hero. Golden gun skins cost 300 points, which is basically 300 ranked wins. That's a lot, so I can see your final skill rating at the end of the season also contributing some bonus points. The golden skins look sick, despite some people saying they do look a little tacky. They do take into consideration your legendary skins though, so you can use them in combination. And I think it's opened the door to a whole new hero gallery section where Blizzard can eventually add even more weapon specific skins into the game. So ranked play is coming very soon, guys. Good luck in your placement matches and enjoy finally getting a taste of games that are a bit more try-hard than quick play. So good luck and thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.